top 5 things.
Oh yeah. So that's what I was thinking about something, right? Well, first let's talk about our experience in Toronto. You can go first. I'll piggyback. I will kind of like just go back and forth. Yeah. So we arrived on Thursday at around 2 something p.m. Yeah. I think it was like 2 something p.m. at the border. I was still freaking ecstatic, excited, and just glad to be across the border, man. I was literally jumping up and down in my doggone seat. I was ready. I was beyond ready. Had to take a second to soak everything in, man. There was a few times where I was just like, yo, just breathe. Just breathe. You're here. All right? Just relax. But the guy, I mean, even when, first crossed the border, man, I thought the guy was pretty cool, man. Like, we were wondering why our line was taking so long versus everybody else's line just kind of like just zipping and going through. I'm talking about, he was doing, in our line, they were doing like one car. It was like 6 of them being done. Like, yo, what's going on? But the guy, when we got there, man, he was just making light conversation. So it was, I think, yeah, the intro was actually pretty dope. He was a nice guy.
I think he said he enjoyed his job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I was excited. I was just, taking it all in. It felt surreal, like, am I really here? Like, am I really, I wanted to jump out and take pictures, and that would have made the trip. But, yeah, I want to reiterate about the dude. Like, he was real chill. He really enjoyed it. And that kind of really puts it, like, what is it called? Prerequisite. Yeah, kind of prerequisite icing on the cake. Now, it was a little bit of a shock to see that it was so quiet out here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was very, very quiet out here. It was very clean out here. I mean, but at the same time, the people were still hospitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a little different. It was a little different for to wind the window down and not to hear anything. Like, you would think with people like walking by or whatever, like conversations being held or whatever, nothing. It's like, yo. And then we kind of looked outside just to kind of see. Some people weren't talking to each other even though they were in a group, but some people actually were, but it was like they was using their inside voice. It's like, yo, speak up, man. Like, use your outside voice. Why are y'all so quiet, man? Like, the only thing that you could hear sometimes was just other cars. I said, like, if it was all EVs on the road, you wouldn't hear squat. I'm talking about nothing. And yeah, it was a huge bonus with it being, quiet and clean outside. And the water, I don't know what it is. The stuff down here, I don't know if the flu just tastes better or what it was, but it really, I think it kind of started with the water. Like, tasting the water, I was just like, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on now. And this ain't no expensive water. Like, even if you get the water from the store.
I'm sorry, but just imagine if we did get the expensive water.
What is the expensive water?
Like, I'm saying, like, if the what is it?
When they add like a little twist to it or something?
I don't know what they would add, but I'm feeling like it might have tasted different. But just the fact that the, budget or more affordable water was good. It could be all the same thing. You just paying for the packaging, though.
Yeah, I think that's what it is most of the time. I don't think it's them switching up the water or whatnot, because
or how they filter it.
Yeah, they just make the package look better. It's gonna be in a more expensive glass or whatever, unless they coming out with that alkaline water. We know that's the best water you can get, hands down, alkaline water. But yeah, no, man, the water was definitely a nice little experience. It tastes good.
We thought it was just
And we went to a few different places. We checked out some different malls, and man, We walked around that doggone mall for a couple of hours just to find out that, one, we didn't even go upstairs. It was stores and stuff upstairs that we didn't get to check out. And then we didn't even get to experience the other half of the mall. I was just like, yo, bro, it's a good thing that, you know, it was what is H&M? Yeah.
H&M.
Yeah, store there, because she had on heels. And
Hey.
walking around them doggone, hey, I'm looking out for you, dog. Like, listen, walking around them hills ain't no joke. For real. Again, we walking around for a couple of hours. And y'all will be able to see the other pictures and stuff for the Google review. Like, it was nice though. They had so many stores in there. They even had a Lucid store in there. There was a Tesla store in there, like with the cars actually sitting in the inside of the store. And there was so many stores and places that I've never seen before. We walked past this one spot. Man, them diamonds had to be a couple of $1 million.
Oh, Schwarzy?
Yeah,
Something like
that store. I think I took a picture of it. You guys will be you'll be able to check it out in the review, man. It was insane. There was a lot of armed guards walking around protecting stuff. And one of the things was basically like you had to make a reservation or something. Like it was like check-ins here. Like you had to check in order to, like, good grief. What y'all selling in there, man?
It's a private club.
A little bit more than diamonds, brother. Let's see. Maybe we'll get off right here. That's another thing I will say about the highway. I got to point that out. Yeah, I got to point that out. Some of the time, this stuff can be a little bit confusing out here. If I'm being honest with y'all, it can definitely be a little bit confusing. Oh, nice. Like it actually kind of worked out. But cut down on the time.
Oh.
3 minutes.
I mean,
take
them
tree. Take them tree. But yeah, man. The highways a little bit more on the different side. The money here is a little bit different. So I know that I took out $40 for parking. I think parking was like $25, but I took out $40. And back in the States, it basically said that I took out $31.88. So there's that.
So I'm wondering, them shoes I just bought.
They're not gonna be. Yeah, they're not gonna be how much whatever you pay for them. Yeah.
You should have stayed in that store a little bit longer.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. Like I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, how much is this? Because I'm thinking it's still kind of expensive, but it actually isn't. It just seems that way because we're so used to USD. Yeah. But yeah, they had some. We're actually at the mall right now. This is actually the mall, isn't it? Is this a mall?
There's the hibachi and good.
Yeah.
H&M. This is it? I want to say yeah.
How big that mall is, I would not put it past it,
Because
man.
the cinema right here too. But even going back to like the traffic, even though it's like bumper to bumper, you driving though, but I still feel like it's not that bad.
No. Traffic isn't that bad, man. Again, because we're technically like tourists. Like we're sightseeing, we're looking at things or whatever. So yeah, this actually gives you a little bit more time. And they had a charging station over here. It's a lot of Tesla charging stations out here, man. It's crazy. Like they're set up all over the place. But yeah, the currency, that was another thing that I still didn't honestly get used to. But I think when I actually look at it, things are actually a lot cheaper down here. Like you make your money in the States and then you spend it here, that might be the move. Because I was even looking at real estate out here. And they literally had like a half an acre. They did have like a quarter of an acre, but it was the reason why it was that price. But they had a half an acre of land that was like $14,000. Half an acre of land in the area that we were in, and I feel like the area that we were in, I feel like that was like suburbs or something. Like you know, it was nice. It was a nice area.
Yeah, it was a nice quiet area. made a comment. I was like, well, maybe it's the area that we're in. It's the reason why it's quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
But, go ahead about the land.
Oh, that was it. Yeah,
that
was it for the Now, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I honestly did not expect for it to be this many Asian people. Like, that's all we seen out here. Like, I'm going to keep it a band. Like, you know, this ain't no racist type of stuff. But honestly, when I got to Toronto, I think that was the last thing that I expected. And it wasn't actually a bad thing. Like, all of them were, you know, pretty cool. They kept to themselves, you know what I mean, for the most part. Like, I don't know what I honestly expected when I think about it. I don't know what I expected when I got to Toronto. Maybe Drake. Some people out here out here rapping like Drake, some little Drake people walking around or whatever. But no, like I'm talking about the malls, Toronto, uptown, downtown, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's all we've seen for the most part. I'm talking about everywhere. Like, it was a few white people here and there. It was, some Indian people out here as well. It was like a few drops of black people. Like little sprinkles. Yeah, sprinkles. Just right. But no, it really wasn't. It wasn't that many black people out here, honestly.
Like African American black people, or just dark people.
Yeah, like it was some dark people out here, but they weren't black. Like, they were like, you know, Indian, some dark Indian.
I felt like I heard Jamaican once.
It was a lot of different languages. I felt like that was being spoke out here too, man. Like again, you got Indian, you know, the Arab, you got Chinese, Asian, whatever. Yeah, you got all of those different people, all those different cultures and stuff coming together. Hopefully you bilingual when you come out of this mud, man, so you'll be able to understand.
Minimum bilingual.
All right.
Minimum.
But yeah, for the most part, man, I think that was the biggest shock for me, even more than how quiet it was. I was just like, because when I first had, like, okay, I thought, okay, hey, the people out here, cool. And I started looking around. The more I started looking around, that's all I started seeing. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, the takeover, man, the takeover. But listen, hey, if that's what they're bringing over here to keep the streets and stuff clean, you know, culture, as far as culture-wise go, again, I didn't see or hear any, you know, children running around screaming, you know, being disrespectful, no snotty-nosed children or whatever. Yeah.
I almost feel like I didn't even really see too many children. I did see some children.
Yeah.
But I feel like I didn't see a lot of children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that, man. And when you did speak to people, like, it was a lot of times where I kind of got like a little surprise, like, oh, hi, like, oh, okay. Because we actually ran into one guy in Walmart, and we were we were trying to figure out like the pricing and stuff for the water, because it was like a group. It was like 4 gallons of water that was together, and it was saying 124. So he's like, is that 124 together, or are they 124 each, or whatever? So, you know, I approached this black guy, like, you know, let me see if he know. So I was like, hey, you know, basically just asking the question. He was surprised. He was like, oh, all right, well, you know, I can help you out, man. Let's He was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, you don't really get too many, hardly ever got any black guys that have came up to me and, like, you know, said anything. So this is already a surprise. Where y'all from, man? Like, like, y'all not from here. Like, we
by
from
the accent,
yeah,
and by the kindness.
Yeah,
y'all gotta be from the U.S.
And I'm thinking to myself, right, not just him, but I also encountered a few other people, like, around the hotels and stuff. Y'all know I am. I'm kind of like a bubbly type of guy, whatnot. You know, I'm gonna say something to you. But from those other encounters, a lot of them were saying, like, yeah, even, you know, people from the States, they're not as friendly. Like, most of them, I think I missed another lesson there. But it's all good. Just keep rocking and rolling. But yeah, so I was like, that's interesting. And then I thought about it. What is the closest state to them?
Oh,
New York, New Jersey. Those are the people that they are running into. No offense to those people that are up north, but we all know they are not as friendly as, you know, the people are from the South for the most part. Or it seems that way from my encounter. Let me not push that off on everybody. Yeah, just from my encounter, the people up north they don't have as much patience, and then they're in a rush, so they don't really tend to speak as much. Again, just from what I've seen and the encounters that I've had with people that are from up north or whatever. It could be different for y'all, but it's just like, okay, that does kind of make a little bit of sense or whatever. You know, y'all are probably either used to encountering, having conversations or whatever with people from up north, or even seeing what's on movies. You know, most of the movies are from like New York places and stuff like that, so they may give people a bad sense of how all Americans or people from the States are. Well, we'll try y'all. Okay. Nice. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add to the experience?
It's like off of locations, it's like city. It's like it's new, it's different. It's like, you know, it's the city, but it just like almost feels suburban city.
Yeah.
And I pretty much feel like I'm saying the same thing you said. People were great. Like, I didn't really encounter, you know, interact with a whole lot of people, but still, like, I accidentally bumped into somebody and there was no altercation.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, well, you know.
Sorry about that.
They just walked right through, and food. You already said something about food.
The food was busting.
That food was. Food was. I mean, it was so good that I was having an internal battle. I was like, I want to go into it. Like, I just want to eat. But at the same time, I was like, no, just sit here and savor the flavor. Like, it was so good. Shout out to...
Oh, yeah, the waitress or the bartender?
Yeah, the bartender.
We were sitting at the bar because it was actually going to be a 2-hour wait. Because, again, we were in the inside of, like, one of the biggest freaking malls probably in Canada. And it was a lot of people. She was like, it's gonna be like a 2-hour wait, but if you know you're lucky enough to you know get a little spot, spot at the bar, then they can serve you from there. It's like, okay, cool. Shoot, if we can squeeze in, then cool. And I'm actually glad, because we were considering going to a hibachi spot. I looked up some things, you know what I mean, and I don't know. I just felt, I was like, yo, I don't know why, but I want to, you know, I want to eat here for whatever reason.
Okay.
And asked the guy, because I was looking at the menu or whatever. I was like, yeah, all the stuff looks good. So I actually asked the guy, I was like, what do you recommend? Like, if I was to do like a pasta or whatever. Once I started smiling, I already knew what time it was. I was like, okay, all right, what you got for me, player? Going again. Then he recommended the what did I have? Cajun. Was that the Cajun?
No,
you had the Cajun.
No, I didn't have the Cajun. He was saying the Cajun jambalaya, was that what it? He was actually saying that wasn't good.
Okay, yeah.
So it was it a Parmesan? No, it wasn't Parmesan. High tomato.
I forgot what it was, but it was an excellent recommendation, man. When I tell you, that thing was bomb. When I first looked at it, I was like, okay, all right, the noodles looking pretty decent or whatnot. We're gonna check them out or whatnot. And I looked at the chicken. I was like, yeah, everything on here pretty much looks good. Like it looks edible. And man, when I bit into that thing, dog, well, I wanted to go back behind that counter and fight him. Like in a good way though, man. I was like, yo, bro, I appreciate it, man. I got to give you a couple of, you know what I'm saying, a couple of rib shots or something. But no, it was blazing, man.
Flavorful, the chicken was tender.
I'm
talking about this plate, but like
every bite.
I think my plate was a Cajun something.
Yeah.
Something,
Mm-hmm.
Cajun chicken something, and like it just every bite was just like almost a different flavor.
Mm-hmm. That's what it felt like.
When you put it all together, because they had like some crispy stuff. I don't know what it was, but they had like some crispy stuff on the top.
And I thought it was cheese. I thought it was cheese that she had. Like they had the sprinkled cheese on top of it. I was like, okay, little cheese on that. Okay, cool.
But put it all together, and what do you got? Ding dong.
I don't know what, man. Hey, listen. I felt like they went above and beyond. I'm gonna just say they got a nice hefty tip. Like I tipped on the little app thing itself, and I gave them like money. I was like, yo, I appreciate that. I even looked for the other people that were around because I wanted to tip them too, man. I think that you know, even though it was packed and everything, man, everybody was so friendly, so nice. It was even one person that continued to call us friend. Like I thought that was nice. I'm like, you know, bringing stuff out. Hey, friend, you know, do you know us? You know us from the States or something, dog. Like, oh, I used to work with you. Well, no. The service was just as good as the food. And when I tell you, that's a really, really, really bold statement, man. Food was busting. Even the water was busting too. Wow.
The ranch.
Oh yeah. So I also got a little side of French fries and ranch and whatnot, man. You know, a little something. But yeah, no, it was blazing, man. It was blazing.
Now, was it gonna talk about the
everything? Yeah, the entire experience, whatever.
Going to the tower, the CN Tower, when we went there, and it had more than just the CN Tower. They had the aquarium as one of the attractions. They had like a outside train thing. Yeah. I took a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
That's definitely different. I really enjoyed that, and I wanted to bring a little stipend.
Make sure you bundle up. I gotta make sure I put that out there because the wind in those buildings, man, listen. It's a good thing we did have some sunshine out there because it gets windy and it can be kind of chilly out there with all of that wind. But yeah, all the attractions and stuff that they got out there, man, great for the family, great for everybody, man. The CN Tower is insane. Like that thing is insane, man. Just to look at. And they did have a restaurant at the top of the building. I'm trying to see if I can get over, brother.
Yeah, they did have a restaurant at the top of the building. We didn't go up there.
No.
It looked kind of like it was gonna be high, but you could have. Wait.
No, all right. What you
You could have just gone up and come down for a fee.
Mm-hmm. And it was packed. It was so many people in that doggone line. Like it was it's normally gonna be packed out there, man, all around. And then you got the stadium. I want to say it's like the baseball stadium right there. So people are that place is jumping, man. That place is jumping. There was a lot of them fans out there. But it's a lot to do.
And we went during the day, so just imagine how it is in the evening at night.
Mm-hmm. That thing really started jumping. Everybody done checked into their hotel rooms and they done got out of school or whatever, got off from work. Jumping. The Canada sign, man. The
Toronto sign?
Yeah, Toronto sign. The Toronto sign was dope.
It was beautiful.
I didn't think that it was gonna be like it was not as busy as I've seen in every single last picture, video, or whatever, man. I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful because I wanted to make sure that I got a picture of just me, You know what I'm saying? Being inside the Toronto Sun, because most of the time in the video and pictures, everybody is like in there. Who is that other person? Don't worry about them. Just focus on me. But yeah. I'm thankful, man, that it wasn't as crowded as it normally is out there.
Shocked that it wasn't as crowded, but thankful.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Again, the hotel was blazing, man. We had a king suite. Was staying in a king suite at the Hilton, and I'd say that thing was nice. You had a full kitchen, you had office area, living room area, nice bathroom, big, huge king bedroom, you know, closets, microwave, again, full size refrigerator, stove, closets when you first come in, closets in the inside of the room. A lot of room to move around, man. It was roughly around about 700 square feet. I was like, I don't know if that was, I think that was either the biggest room or second biggest room that they actually had to offer. The other stuff was sold out. I was trying to say, give me Ed. I want the biggest mother loving room you got. Cause I was thinking about staying downtown Toronto, but all of those rooms are like 300 feet, 300, maybe 400 square. I was like, yo, you don't get nothing in these doggone rooms, man. Like, I want to be able to stretch my legs. I don't want to feel like I'm, you know,
shuffling around.
Yeah, man, trying to squeeze by. Like, just to say that I'm downtown, like, nah, fam. I want what's the biggest room that you guys have to offer that's going to be available this weekend? Bam. Cool. Let's go ahead and do a little review, collab or whatnot with them, and call it a day. But yeah, the room was busting. The fitness room. Boy, man, that fitness room was beautiful, but the one bad thing about it is what time it closes. On the weekend, it closes at 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. On the weekdays, it closes at 10 p.m.
That's bad.
Like, bro, like, what are we doing? Now, again, the fitness room is everything that you need and more. I promise you it is. The fitness room is all of that. They even have the dumbbells that go all the way up to 150 pounds. A lot of people are gonna be like, I don't even know that. Man, look, you don't see that too often. Not even in doggone the big Planet Fitness, man. They don't even go all the way up to that. Like, the last place that I worked at that at least went up to 100 was, I believe, the YMCA. But that thing had everything, like anything in a fitness center that you needed, it had it. Beautiful view while you're working out, the Stairmaster, or if you're running on the treadmill, whatever, it got it. It also had a pool area. They were doing swim lessons and stuff in there. One thing that I would say that's bad about it is that you had to reserve time just to go swimming. I don't know how I really honestly felt about that. I mean, I understand, you know, space is gonna be limited, but y'all put all that doggone money into that fitness center. Y'all could make a bigger pool. Like, the pool was small. I'm gonna be honest with you. As big as that hotel is, you would think that they would either have a bigger pool or have more than one. So I got to take off some points for that or whatever. That'll be in the full review. But they had you could rent a car while you were there. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
You can rent
a car.
A freaking car, man. You need information. They also had a spa there. So if you wanted to, you know, get a nice little massage or whatever, you know, have a nice little spa day, they had that inside of the hotel. They had a nice restaurant that you can go to inside of the hotel. Like, if you didn't want to go out or whatever, you know, you wanted a nice little meal. They had like a little bar, drinks, nice little place for you to hang out, like downstairs. Hotel was huge, man. It had like 3 separate buildings. One building went up to like 10 floors. In the building that we were in, which is all suites, I think it went up to like five floors, I believe. And then in the other side is where the most of the conference areas and stuff is, like where the conference rooms. And I've seen some people out there look like they had them rented it out. I don't know if that was for prom, if that was for like bar mitzvahs or what. But we did see some people that came out that had their, you know, they were kind of dressed up. I thought that was dope. Listen, man, I love coaching. I absolutely love coaching, man. When people, you know, stick within their culture or whatnot, it's a beautiful thing. They stay true to that thing, no matter how old you get.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Parking, $10 per day. $10 per day for parking. They take a $300 deposit. Not sure what the $300 deposit is for, but yeah, $300 deposit. Let's see.
I feel like that's a little bit of a drawback, though.
Yeah, $300. You talking about the deposit?
Well, yeah, the parking part.
Parking, yeah. Depending on, again, where you're at, I feel like, you know, if you're staying in one of the best suites or whatever, that should have been included, along with breakfast. Breakfast is not free either. But if you're spending like top dollar, I feel like that should probably be included. Parking, breakfast. Oh, you went all out? You know, we're gonna make sure we treat our best customers with everything. Like everything else is pretty much included. You don't have to worry about paying for little stuff like that. Again, just $10. We're talking about $10 here. $10 for the parking, $20 for the breakfast per day. Again, just $30 you could include that. But I guess they got to make their money too. Also got a chance to jog. I got a chance to jog around the hotel. It's a beautiful area to go running, y'all. I'm telling you. I mean, absolutely beautiful in either direction, regardless of where you wanted to run. Gorgeous, man. You got other people out there jogging, smiling, waving. Everybody that was working out was happy. Like, they're excited. I was telling her about, you know, one older lady in particular was speaking to this older guy. Like they had been, I don't know if they had been knowing each other for years or whatever. Oh, hey, how you doing? You know, it's like, oh, y'all come here often? Like, kind of confused. But I'm like, well, that's what's up though, man. Another reason to smile. I ain't mad at you. I think that pretty much wraps most of everything up. I can't really necessarily think anything else offhand about this, man. I would say driving up here, like the 12-hour, 14 whatever hour trip up here, knocked that thing out just like that, because it didn't feel like I was in the car for no 13 or 14 hours. Honestly, it felt like maybe 2 or 3, because I was only spending about 2 hours before we were in charge of it. But no, it was nice, man. It was nice. We are going to do coffee as well, so we're gonna see how that. I think I might do like an iced coffee. I might try that out. Huh?
I thought I'm about to put my shoes.
What?
I think I need the coffee.
Says the person that's sitting over there chilling. What you need coffee for? Did you not sleep well last night?
Oh, I slept. Well, I think my thing was too tight.
Oh, man, my thing fell off. My little hair thing. I was like, yo, I woke up this morning looking crazy. Like, what the hell my damn?
That must have been
What my thing went to, man? I was sitting there. I ain't gonna lie. I think I woke up. I felt for it, and I felt that it won't, because normally it's a slid down a little bit, and I just slide that thing back up or whatever. I felt that my life. Forget it, man. It is what it is now. Shoot. Trip over it now. It ain't got to be fresh though. Like, woke up looking crazy, boy. I do love the fact that, like, you could, like, as soon as you hit that doggone heat, like, it's immediate, man. Immediate. Or when you turn it down, like, it's not necessarily turning on the air or the heat. It's literally, you just control the temperature. So if I wanted to be 75, then I press, you know, from 73 to 75. I want it to be 71, it goes down to 71, and the air automatically kick in to get it down to that point. Genius, man. I did burn a hole in my pants. when I first got there, my favorite pants. But the pants were cheap. I mean, I got them from Burlington, so no offense to Burlington, but no, they were 100% polyester or something like that. So they were, yeah. Burnt the hole in them, so I ended up just leaving them in Toronto. They served their purpose. I wore those things enough, so it's all good. It's time for me to switch my wardrobe up anyway. But I did give away a lot of my pants before I left.
I mean, what you was gonna do? Match it up.
No, I'm saying, like, I gave away a lot of my doggone pants, so I counted that basically as one of my outfits. So now, I ain't got that mother no more. So we got to do something. What's the name? You got to do something. You got anything else you want to add? Before we get about it?
Let me see. To be honest with you, I didn't do any extras.
Oh, well, let me add to this. Internet service, phone service.
Yes.
I think that was the hardest part about the entire trip, hands down. I don't even think it's even close. Like, not having data, not being able to call, not being able to use internet or anything like that. That was by far the hardest part of the trip for me. I don't know about for you, but honestly for me, not being able to use my phone, not being able to upload, not being able to use Google,
Yeah.
Fam.
Just make sure you have somebody's service or some sort of international service or data service that you can travel with.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you that type, well, not even that, because I'm not even really that type of person that, really uses her phone for a lot of things, but even just like basic, just simple communication and mapping, getting around, trying to figure out where to go in these places, you want to have data, internet to do so.
Yeah.
That was pretty kind of difficult, especially when we were just even in the restaurant, just trying to figure out what the menu was saying. Like
being able to call,
being able to call the other restaurant, because we was thinking about going to Hibachi because of the 2-hour wait, but
can't do nothing.
It still worked out for us on that part, but still, that was pretty difficult.
And even so, what they did at the restaurant that we were at is they took your information and everything down. They were like, we will text you when your table is ready. How you gonna text if you ain't got no internet service? So on top of waiting 2 hours, we still ran the risk of not, for whatever reason, maybe my phone didn't have internet for a few seconds or whatever, and somebody else snatching our table up. Because she was like, listen, in most cases, like, we gonna text you and let you know. And if you don't show up within a certain amount of time, we're going to give your dog, you got 10 minutes to respond. If not, it's over for you.
And then she was also saying we could give you like these beeper pager things, but you still had to stay within the restaurant. Mm-hmm. You couldn't go out into the mall part of the... You couldn't go out into the mall. You still had to stay within the restaurant just so that you could get notified that your table is ready.
Which I thought that was actually good though, because again, if you are from the States and you can't get text message or whatever, at least they did offer that option. Mm-hmm. Again, man, that's why I thought that was a phenomenal restaurant, man. Even though they were busy, they were still trying to accommodate people as much as possible, and they were friendly.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, man. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. So that was some of our experience in Toronto. Y'all be on the lookout for all the other videos. I think I end up doing a review for the hotel itself. Phenomenal hotel, man. Phenomenal time. Ended up doing a vlog as well. Even got some footage and stuff of us while we were at the restaurant, so y'all will be able to check all of that stuff out in some later videos. Anyway, man, until the next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.